Block away radio.
Good morning, peace and prosperity, beautiful people. It's another wonderful day on Authentic Philosophies, and I'm your host, Imani, and I'm here with my girl always. It's Lucci.
Ooh, girl, sex. Do you see that guy over there? Sex.
Oh my God.
Damn, sexy. It's fun. Sex. You know what I would do to him? Hey there, baby, pardon me, oh lordy. You're somebody I had to meet and greet. Oh yeah, baby, don't mean to sound naughty, but you look like Kenny to me. So I want you to put me up, put me down, turn me up, turn me around. You're what I'm looking for. I wanna hold you close, really love you, like make it love on the dance floor. Sexy, giving it all, giving it all, giving it all up, baby. Sexy, giving it all, giving it all, giving it all up. La la, my God, that body working hard, that's nice to see. You are a star, no doubt about it. Perfect 10, don't you agree? Want you to put me up, put me down, turn me up, turn me around. You're what I'm looking for.
On the mix, y'all.
Nothing quite seems perfect when I do it without you. Hey, hey, hey. And nothing quite seems worth it when I do it without you. Hey, hey, hey. But I still do it without you. Hey, hey, hey. Find a way to move on without you. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I can do it without you. Hey, hey, hey. Look, right? It's hard to explain how I'm feeling. Soul of a hero and heart of a villain. I'm caught in the middle, I'm partially dealing with the fact that you gone. Ain't no turning back, ain't no righting these wrongs. And since you been gone, I've been fighting alone. I've been stressing, real shit. Hard to admit that it might be depression, but all of the time we invested to have it all gone in a second. I wasn't prepared for these thoughts to be all I was left with. Looking back from a distance, I see all the small parts I neglected. They driving me crazy. All the yeses that turn into maybes, that turn into sorry. I didn't make it, I said I was busy, but I was just lazy. Chasing my dreams, I wanted to shine, but to you I was shady. You left and I said I'd do better without you. I swore that this shit wouldn't faze me, and now I'm just living. Right? And nothing quite seems perfect when I do it without you. Right? And nothing quite seems worth it when I do it without you. Right? And nothing quite seems perfect when I do it without you. Right? And nothing quite seems worth it when I do it without you. But I still do it without you. Find a way to move on without you. Yeah, I can do it without you. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. And nothing quite seems perfect when I do it without you.
I'm not selling anything, but
I still do it without you. Hey, 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 hey.
I'll be in the back, you wanna come, I know you would. Right. Gotta get away and make faces. Wanna get away before the faces. Banking on it, trying to get wasted. Riding around, I know you're waiting. Trying to get away, I know you're flawless. Feeling so sedated, irregardless. You know my moves, you know my truth, I know you cry. She said, how you want it back? So what's in it for me? What's in it for me? The service ain't for free. The service ain't for free. So what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? So what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? What's in it for me? The service ain't for free. Shawty know she bad as hell. She pour a cup to the vodka. I'm rolling up, I don't kiss her too. Spaced out, we go farther. Smoke all in the air. I pray I don't get caught up as I'm pulling on her. Shawty know she bad as hell. She pour a cup to the vodka. I'm rolling up, I don't kiss her.
Something told me stay. You was worth it. I've been working. We ain't perfect. That's why you for me. I got money. You got honest. I got all this love and you got nothing. Cause your past done stripped you of in perfect timing. Too much time I give you lies I hear, but I stay here. Cause the time we share is so revealing. I'll treat you right, I will. I'll treat you right, I will. Just tell me you'll stay silent. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you'll stay silent. In time we'll see things through. Just tell me you'll stay silent. Just tell me you'll stay silent. I've been thinking, who you talking to when you feel lonely? I've been thinking, you're the only one I let control me. I've been drinking, so much trust in me, I'm never sober. I've been missing you so much, I'm scared of starting over. What's it gonna take for me to have you to myself? It's so easy to have anyone, I don't want no one else. What's it gonna take for me to keep you to myself? It's easier to be alone, but I want something else. We ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. In time we'll see things through. Just tell me you stay silent. Ain't gotta do what they do. Just tell me you stay silent. In time we'll see things through. Just tell me you stay silent.
You got me touching myself, all I really want is you. You got me touching myself, all I really want is you. I want it all the time, all I really want is you. Nobody get what we do, you know how much I need you. I want it all the time, all I think about is you. You need somebody, you need to let know, so I'ma let you know. I won't give up on you. When you be holding me and kissing me, you let me know everything I feel. Yeah, I know it's for sure. I pull up on you, me and my girls pull up on you. Anything I ask you do, anything that I ask you do. Let's get it started, begin. I'm about to jump in the deep end. I want it all the time, like Joe to see, I'm feeling. You got me touching myself, all I really want is you. I want it all the time. All I think about is shit. Nobody care what we do. You know how much I need you. I want it all the time. All I think about is you. We be fucking like all day. Pussy power, I'm saucy. I make him stand at attention. He want a pleasure and allegiance. You got me touching myself. All I really want is you. I want it all the time. All I think about is you. Name another bitch as bad as me. Name another bitch as nasty as me. Name another bitch that talk dirty and look at you while she take that D. You want it real, I'm as real as it come. I bet you try can compare me tonight. Go fuck up the morning, then fuck up the club. It's never no hate, it's never no hate, it's always no hate. The tokens, Chanel make this shit show. This little shit I like. That's little shit that turn me on. This little shit you do. That's little shit that get me going. Can't wait to get you all alone. No telling what I'm doing. I'm on a Patron. I wanna rub on you, kiss on you, feel on you all day. Yeah, you know that line in your boss. Fuck me the boss way. Ay, only you can make that pussy get wetter than Kate May. Ay, I want it all the time. Right on it all day. Yeah, you got me touch me. You got me touch me.
Right. Peace and prosperity, beautiful people. It is another beautiful Monday on
It's
Authentic
a Monday.
Philosophies. And it's your girl, Imani, and I'm here with my girl always.
It's Lucci.
Hey, Lucci, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing?
It's a good day always, you know.
It sure is.
It's good, it's good. Shout out to Toucan, because he be watching for the cues.
I know. We didn't know when the song
We
was
was
ending.
like-
We was like, is this the last part? No.
He turned it down, turned it
turned
back
it up.
up. We was like, is it in? Is it over yet?
No,
We
he
gonna
like,
get back.
these motherfuckers over
They
here.
don't never know what to do and when to do it. But that's authentic for you. That's us. Every episode, if you've been watching from the beginning and you notice, Toucan came out and was like, y'all got anything? You got anything extra?
Y'all want to tell me?
Y'all got something to tell me?
Nobody
Y'all
come in
music?
here.
I ain't get no emails. I don't see no guests. Y'all sure? Y'all don't got nothing? We like, no,
Everything
Toucan.
good?
We prepared this week. Just use use music from last week. We got you.
Yeah.
Like,
Shout out DJ
I was about to
Nate.
say shout out to DJ Nate for the mix, because we are still rocking with it, of course.
That's
Of
right.
course. Shout out to Kravitz. He's in the building. Stay Solid is on all platforms. If you don't know,
Yeah,
go
Kravis,
listen.
why don't you come here and tell the people about your giveaway?
Oh, Kravitz, you want to? You still here?
I don't know.
Can you hear us out there? Because we couldn't hear him when we was out there.
Well, CME is doing a giveaway, and all you have to do is buy some Stay Solid merch, and you will be entered into a $200 giveaway.
Oh,
And I forgot what day he said the giveaway.
I don't
I
know.
I think he said.
But if
26.
y'all will just watch the episode, I'm sure.
CME Morning Show.
I'm
Right
sure
before
he
us.
said something. It was right before us. And
9
it's
to
coming
11.
on Wednesday. I don't know when it is, so y'all
9
might
to
miss
11.
it. So y'all might miss it if y'all wait to the episode on Wednesday. Y'all might want to watch today's episode.
No, they're not gonna miss it because it's like at the end of the month. So
Oh,
y'all
see?
got time.
Look at that.
So just
Look
buy
at
that
that.
Stay Solid merch and enter the raffle.
Definitely hats, t-shirts, all different designs. Make sure y'all check in with Kravitz to get your merch.
And what else?
And what happened on Monday? We're gonna recap what happened last week, because we had a full week.
Yes, we did.
All kinds of things happened this week, and I'm excited because we have all kinds of things coming up and all kinds of things happening this month. So it's very exciting, but we're getting to the recap. Monday was another episode of us, of course. And we had Sipping with Sammy Nunu in the building. I think this is her first appearance on Authentic Philosophies. She must not be here on a early Monday, but
niggas be sleep.
I know it's hard. I mean, the people when the team show up for this show, it's real. It's real because
It's like we love y'all.
they stay out late Sunday nights most of the time. So getting up on a Monday morning is not in anybody's
Agenda.
No. They got to make sure they right. That's why we got to send out them invitations. Let people know to come to these things, because it's hard enough for us to get here on time. I'm here early, but I know.
Me too.
I try to.
We get here on time.
Early, right?
Here before on time.
Because we got to get prepared.
Yeah.
Like, so last week we had Sipping with Sammy on Authentic Philosophies. And he was on there talking about the
The 6-pack
yes.
lager. And that came out on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all can go. That's out on all platforms.
Catch him
Make sure y'all
anywhere,
go.
everywhere.
Get it?
Yep. And they had
Listen to
talked about the concert series.
Yes, the concert series.
is on
Ooh.
March the 9th, Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Yeah.
March the 9th, yes.
Get prepared.
Yes, I was like, I remember it because it's the same time as Paulie's show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's at 7 o'clock on Wednesday. So
there won't be a Paulie in the Game on Wednesday, but Paulie in the Game will be at the Sippin' with Sammy concert series on Wednesday. So if you tap into Paulie in the Game, make sure you watch the concert series so that you can see Paulie in the Game.
Exactly.
Milani gonna be performing, and Marley's gonna be performing. So it's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be lit.
Sure
Speaking of Paulie and the Gang, that was on Wednesday. Wednesday, I walked in the house and I turned on my
Wait,
YouTube.
You went all the way to Wednesday.
We had something else on Monday. I skip all kinds of things.
Yeah, we did other things
every
on
week.
Monday.
I do this. I follow. Like she writes the shit down. We both write shit down.
We talk
I don't
about
follow,
Black History Month.
I don't follow nothing.
Skip Black History Month.
Look at your hoodie. Shout out to Sunny Brick. Shout out to Sunny Brick. This hoodie is perfect for what Lucci about to say. So what else did we do on Monday? I'm gonna just sit here and be quiet.
We talked about Black History Month, and we talked about how the same people are always celebrated, and how we need to start celebrating everyone that's Black on Black History Month. Just to be
not
clear.
just Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman, but
it's
from this century,
it's
would be
new people.
ideal.
We talked about who created Black History Month and what happened to and all that stuff like that. It was also my daughter's birthday, and we all
Happy birthday, Diana.
Happy birthday. And we all went to go get frozen ice cream.
Man, that roll ice cream, if you've never had it, let me tell you, you better get you some. Because first of all, I didn't know that it started off liquid.
Me neither. I didn't know you could roll ice cream. Well, we knew ice cream started off liquid. That's not what we're saying. Because
no, really.
You gotta reword it.
All right, so I didn't know that when they were going to make it, they were going to pour the ice cream onto this circular plate that is super cold that freezes it as he adds your ingredients. So as he smushed my strawberries and my graham crackers into this ice cream and it froze, and then he slid it and
then rolled that shit up. And it was ice cream sushi.
Yeah, it was ice cream sushi. And then he put the cute little toppings. I had whipped cream and graham crackers. I was like, yo, hit up Chinatown. Gotta go to Chinatown and get you some rolled ice cream.
I just had a smoothie.
Yeah, she didn't even get rolled ice cream. It was a lot. First of all, it was a lot of ice cream in that cup, and I thought I wasn't gonna eat it all after the first roll. And then it was so good, I got through the other 4 rolls. You get 5 rolls of ice cream in that joint. It was good.
Ice cream sushi. And then we went to Chili's.
Shout out to Chili's, because I be going there. We be going there. I ain't never went. I like that until we started going. And it was now I'm addicted to the mango habanero chicken crispers. It's a problem. Just a little one.
We like the service on that one, not the food.
Yeah, service. I mean, the food was. She replaced my chicken tenders, so it was all right because she was nice. Her service was good,
she did
and they replaced my sirloin for a ribeye like I asked them to, and so that was lit because they normally do the avocado sirloin, and I was like, I don't want sirloin, I really want a ribeye, and they switched it. They changed the whole menu for me. So shout out to Chili's. And it was the one that's for us. Like Sammy liked to say, it was the one that was for us on City Line Avenue.
And I was a confused person because I thought a woman was a man.
Oh.
And they had to tell me that it wasn't. And I'm like, y'all sure? I was really questioning because it fucked my head up.
She said, that's a woman? I'm like, I'm almost 107% sure.
That's a sir.
I'm like, but you don't know what they identify as, so I guess we got to start asking people that, hey, it's nice to meet you.
I feel like women can hide it better.
I don't know. I've seen some that are.
Nah, women can hide it better. You definitely can, because I definitely did not. I still think that was me. So Paulie in the Gang.
Paulie in the Gang. I was gonna say that like 10 minutes ago, and I had tried to skip ahead of the recap for Monday. Paulie in the Gang. I walked into my house and I was like, boop, turn on my YouTube to listen to my regular music, and then I was like, oh shit, Paulie in the Gang live. Let me watch this instead. Duh. I turn it on and who on there but Son of the 215. I'm like, oh, what's the performance? So, Son of 215 was on Paulie and the Gang on Wednesday, and he has a feature with Freeway at Freeway Philly. Follow him on Instagram as well. He has a feature with. What's happening in my brain right now?
You didn't write it down.
I did write it down. It's right here.
Look at you damn
DC
right.
Sun drop track with Freeway Philly. It's called Ironic. Go download it now. Also, make sure you pull up to 1122. It's 2126 East Tioga, March the 12th. And it starts at 5 p.m. That's the Operations 215. That's Operation 215. That's what's going to be there. See? I wrote all of that down. I try to do it without looking at the paper. That's the problem. Like, it's supposed to be bullet points, not like reading notes.
Mine's are reading notes.
What you got to read for me next?
On Thursday, we got mugs made, but someone didn't bring them out.
My mug been made, but she got way flyer mug. She got Flyboy mug. She got an Authentic Philosophies mug. She got an Authentic Fly Girl mug. First of all, that was the first exposure to me seeing Authentic Fly Girl merch. And when I tell you I almost had a heart attack when I saw that shit, I was like, wait. Authentic Fly Girl's now a brand? Because I've been waiting for that shit to happen for a minute. Like, you printing that on shit? And it's the Flyboy. Like, it look like if you see this Flyboy radio shit right here, it's the same lettering. Like, it's like we merged. It's a whole merger and y'all missed it. Like, Authentic Philosophies merged with Fly Girl Radio, and then it's like Authentic Fly Girl shit. Like, yo, her right here, I just do a lot of talking. She is the ideas. I just be running my mouth. That's all I do. So y'all see my shirt? She made me a shirt, and I'm hyped because I was waiting for some Authentic Fly Girl merch. So yes, Authentic Fly Girl is a thing. If y'all don't know now, y'all do.
Sure, y'all go cop all the merch: the Fly Team merch, the Pieces of Imani merch, the LouchieTotes merch, the Blackwear merch, the Sipping with Sammy merch.
Right. We got everybody in the building right now. We even got Sunny Brick in the building. We got everybody's merch in the building right now.
On the Scene magazine.
On the Scene magazine.
Shout out to the team. And I watched the Glockenberg show at home. And I was hyped too, Kim. I was hyped because it was Jersey Club all day on the Glockenberg show on Thursday. So if y'all missed it. That's right. If y'all missed it, y'all need to go run, go on YouTube and watch it out because I was in there like
I even watched it. So
I was in there jamming, and they had it lit on Thursday.
On Thursday, they always have it lit on a Thursday.
They do. It's always lit on Thursday. It's always lit every day at Blackwear.
If you didn't know,
but I was hyped. I don't remember the DJ name, but he from Philly, and I'm gonna post him. So make sure you go look at my page because I'm gonna post him because he got a lot of a lot of music coming out and that shit just fire. I love Jersey Club. I love to dance. So like
she does.
I was hyped. Oh, and so we was at the gas station.
Okay.
And I got to watch a Chinese person park.
Okay.
And first, he parked with the back of his car to like the gas pump. And then he tried to pump his gas, but it didn't work. And then he tried to back up, but when he backed up into the other one, he was on the wrong side. His pump was on the wrong side. This motherfucker stretched the pump all the way to the other side and then pumped the gas.
There's so many questions I have for him. There's so many questions. Like, is this your first time driving a car? Is this your first time being at a gas station?
Well, I took videos.
Is this not your car? Why don't you know what side the pump is on? I'm confused on so many different things. Like,
he
is this your
left
first
the pump
time
on the ground
in this country?
To reverse into
Like,
the wrong spot.
I don't like so many things wrong with this, and I'm really confused right now. Like, what's happening?
Y'all
Why?
supposed to be smart.
Why? No, first of all, that's math. Nobody ever said nothing about.
That was math.
That was math. You
That
were supposed to be
was
able to
math.
calculate how to
How to
I
back
guess
up into
parallel
the right
parking
spot.
is symbolized. It is. You could. That's sad though.
He was so confused, and the girl was just in the car on her phone with no care in the world.
Wait, it was somebody else in the car while this was happening?
And she was on her phone texting with no care in the world.
I don't understand.
Just figure it out. I don't care.
Listen, if I'm in the car and somebody else is driving and this is taking place, as much as I talk, y'all know I'm about to say something.
Me too.
Ain't no way I'm about to
like,
just
you need
sit
some
there
help,
like,
babe?
I'm about to say, you need me to drive? Like, you good?
You need to back up into the spot?
I can do it if you need me to do it. Like, I know how to park. I'm about to say, I know how to parallel park, but like, we had the gas pump. Just, and you know, on the gas tank, it tell you like where your gas is at. Fun fact, in case y'all don't know, because a lot of people don't know. If you look where your gas is at on your dash, the little gas pump, there's an arrow next to it to tell you what side of the tank what side of the car your tank is on. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, it's literally an arrow. Like, a lot of people don't know it exists.
I guess
but
he didn't
it
know
does.
that. He didn't know that.
It does. It's like, it tells you, in case you in somebody else's car, maybe you just picked up somebody else's car, like you just rolled off with somebody else's shit.
I think
you gotta
that was
get
his
gas
car.
real quick. It was his car.
And then it looked like he didn't even know if he paid for gas or not. Like, he looked confused when he was taking his card out. He was like, oh, God. Like,
all of this sounds like there had to be drugs involved at this point. Like, there's got to be drugs involved with him and with her, because there's no way she sat there while all of this took place and she wasn't high, and he got to be high. It's no way. Like, what part of Philly was you in?
Oh, this was right on Broad and Stanton.
So it could have been. It could have been.
They could have been high.
It could have been.
I feel like I never seen like a high Chinese person.
We don't know what they look like because they eyes.
Facts.
We always high. Like, that's what we were just talking
Chinatown.
about. You look at Chinese. That's why the app say you Chinese, because you got them little.
Don't talk about my eyes.
I'm just saying, like, we wouldn't be saying no air if I ain't already say it to your face. This is authentic philosophies.
Little eyes, little ears, little nose.
It's okay. You could have a big ass head like me, or like a big ass, like, you know, features are proportionate to everything else. That's good. Proportional. What else we got?
On Friday, we had DJ Trail, and we talked about our first jobs.
Oh, okay.
And what was your first job?
I was getting ready to say, what was my like legitimate clock-in job?
Yeah.
My first legitimate clock-in job, I was a veterinary assistant at an animal hospital. I knew I wanted to work with animals since I was like 2 years old. So when I was 14, I started shadowing there, and then when I was 16, I started volunteering there, and when I was 20, I officially started working there.
Oh shit!
Like, because I went to school first. That's why I had no job before then. I'm like, why you didn't get your first job when you was 20? No, I ain't work. I left. I graduated from high school and I went to college. Oh wait, I had a job in college.
So that wasn't your first job.
So was that not my first job?
She don't know.
I had a lot of jobs. I was working 2 jobs and going to school full time when I was my first year of college. I was.
So then that wasn't your first job.
I'm like, I was a waitress.
That was your first job.
I was a waitress, but I was a waitress when I was 12. I used to work with my mom on Saturdays and go and make. So does that count?
Yeah.
Okay, so I was 12 years old when I was working with my mom, and I was a waitress. That was my first job.
Yeah.
I'm glad we narrowed it down, because I obviously don't have good memory about my own life, and I was there for every minute of it.
My first job, I worked at Regal Movie Theater. And it was fun. I loved it. All the pretzel bites I can eat. Get to watch all the movies. Eat all the candy I wanted.
That sound lit.
Regal's is a good first job.
The restaurant I worked at
Working at
had
the
real
movie
good food. They had it was that Southern food,
Can't
like
be
rice
no
and
waitress.
macaroni and cheese and like turkey legs and like stewed chicken and all of that good stuff, collard greens.
See, I
like,
can't
all
work
of that
there. I'm going to
stuff.
get fat. And
It
I'm
probably
going
was
to
my
steal somebody's
problem. I
food.
definitely was the fat girl getting picked on in like elementary school and middle school, and it could be part of the reason, because I was always like, my mom used to have that shit delivered to me for lunch. Like, yo, it's just food is good. That's how when you grow up in the South. That's what happens when you grow up in the South. That's what they expose you to. The diets that are horrible are normal diets. Like, this is what everybody eat, but it's like the worst shit you could be eating ever. Like, all the time. Y'all eat this every day? Like, this is not just Sunday dinners, like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Like, this is the dinner you get every Thanksgiving every day. That's not how that's supposed to work.
That's not healthy.
That's how it happens in South Carolina. That's how it happens in the South. It's the culture. Cultural differences.
So what else happened? We interviewed Sipping with Sammy because, of course, the six-pack dropped.
Of course, the six-pack drop
And
on a
we
fly day.
The Fly Boys had Young Mo the Great on, and he talked about his time working with Ace the Chemist and being at 1122 Studios. We also had Mr. Hayes and Donnie came through, and they interviewed Mr. Hayes about what he had going on and stuff. Mm-hmm. And then on Saturday, we went to the AFM house.
AMF house.
AMF house. See, I knew I wrote it down wrong. That's why I was hesitating to say it. I was waiting for you to say it. I'm like, I wrote it down wrong. I just know
we
it.
was at the AMF house. That's on 5816 Old York Road. Shout out to Mel.
Shout out Mel.
Shout out to Mel. Shout out to St. High. St. High hosted the carnival event, and then KLX and Mel hosted the open mic night that is on the bottom level, because normally they have two separate things going on, and if you're in the building, you can partake in both things. So that's exciting. That's always exciting. You can come in to do one thing and then you run into something else.
Yeah.
So it was nice. Authentic Fly Girls were there with their first vending event, and I was so excited. Although I was tired. We both was.
Yeah.
But
it was fun.
It was fun.
Event.
It was fun, and I'm looking forward to more vending opportunities.
Because it was a lot of R&B.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a lot of rap and stuff. It was some crazy people, like,
it was.
The energy came.
It was a little bit.
But
shout out to Lalo. He was rapping in Spanish.
Yeah. That shit was fire.
Yeah, he did. He gave us something different. Everybody was surprised, and he was like, I'm about to keep giving y'all something different. Like, I'm going to keep rapping in Spanish. I'm like, all right, cool, because the flow was nice. Yeah. The beat was good. I don't know what you're saying, but it's okay.
But I definitely love the R&B, and I feel like because of the crowd, like, sometimes people took the crowd, but I feel like a lot of people missed out.
Yeah,
on some good artists.
I don't know who that last artist was. I'm so mad.
Got her.
No, the guy.
The guy.
Remember, you had the one girl who started rapping, and everybody, like, the whole room cleared out, and then her two friends went up there and started dancing with her.
Yeah.
And then after that, a guy that was a part of their entourage came up.
I don't know,
and he wasn't gonna rap at first, and then we did the and he was like, "Oh, y'all make it sound like it's a bunch of people in here." But he was really good. He was really, and I feel like that was like, because it was the end of the night. It's probably like 1:30, 1:45. The event is over at 2. So a lot of people are already clearing out. But a lot of good artists waited until, like, they had the last 2 spots of the night. And it's like, you really missed out on good music you didn't stay for the whole event. And it sucks if people don't stay for the whole event, because it's like they sat through sat through all of these hours and listened to everybody perform, and then now no one's gonna be here to hear them perform. Like, that's not how you show your support.
And they performed like it was a million
and
people.
And they did. I don't know why I didn't get his name.
Well, we'll probably see them again.
I'm sure. AMF, a lot of people who come to AMF are regulars.
Yeah.
And so, like with Glockaway.
So, this month is Women's History Month, and we're just going to give y'all a little bit of insight about, how I got started and all that stuff. I'm going to try to go through my notes and read my handwriting, and I'm going to try to get through this quick, because I know y'all probably don't want to hear my
I want to hear your notes, because I want to know, because it's not like, listen, I don't look up things ahead of time. When y'all learning it from her, I'm learning it from her too.
And I had a hard time looking this shit up. It was like, they didn't want me to find the information.
Lucci is our researcher and developer. She develops the ideas, and she is the researcher, and then I'm the voice.
So the first International Women's Day was August 1910. And that was by an international social conference, and a person named Clara Zetkin, Kate Ducker, and Paula, whatever her last name is, proposed the establishment that it be an annual Women's Day. And 100 women that represented 17 countries, they all agreed to it and promoted it, and was trying to promote equal rights and all this stuff all over different countries. So the following year, which was March 19th, 1911, they had their first International Women's Day, And it's celebrated in the US, in Australia, in Denmark, in Germany, and in Switzerland. And then, you know, women all across, you know, they carry banners, signs, they demand rights to vote, to hold public offices, to protest against employee sex discrimination. And they kept doing it, but it was no set date. So March 8th became the set date for International Women's Day. So, and where I'm at. Because I wrote some shit. All right. In 1980, President Jimmy Carter proclaimed the week of March 8th to be Women's History Week, an honor to achieve leadership,
Right.
Strength, love to women that helped build America. The woman that made that possible is Molly Murphy McGiger, Betty Morgan, Paula Hamlet, Maria Chavez, and Mary Ruth Dotter. Everyone, y'all got some weird names from back in the day. I just want to say that. Like, just keep your names simple, please. Together, they founded the National Women's History Project, and that was in St. Rosa, California. And they started Women's History Week, and eventually, you know, it got all over the country. And instead of it being Women's History Week, it became Women's History Month. And that's how we have Women's History Month, because of all these activists.
Well, so back in 1910 is when it started. 1911 they did it again, and then I don't see the year, but 1980 is when they made it officially. So we're in what, 40 years in? 40 years, 42 years now. We in 22. So this is the 42. Yo, this show don't get any more authentic than what it is, because when I tell you we are ourselves, we are really ourselves. Like, but you know, 42nd year of Women's History Month, and so as well as what we talked about on Black History Month, the same thing we're talking about sort of on Women's History Month, because we're going to celebrate Black women, because right. Black history is all year. And it's Women's History Month, so we're going to celebrate Black women, but not the same Black women that we celebrate all the time. We need new African American role models. Like, there are Black women who are accomplishing things in all areas. Like, we think about music, we think about fashion, we think about authors or chefs or scientists. Like, we have to start branching out and thinking about all areas of life, because there's not
the eye laser.
Right, science. Like, Black women. Just like, these are things that need to be known, because we act as if they don't, but they do. And I wrote a couple of women down who I wanted to specifically speak about. The first one, she is a little girl. Her name is Marse Martin. I call her a little girl, but she's a young lady. She's 15 years old. She is one of the stars of Blackish, but she's 15, and she is the youngest executive producer in history. At 15 years old, a 15-year-old African American is the youngest executive producer in history. Like, that's amazing to me. She's 15 years old.
And she's a good actor.
And she's a good actor.
Right.
So you have to, for one, establish a sense of security in your children. Let them teach them to understand that they can be whatever they put their minds to. That you're not too young to be the first person to do something. That you're not too young to go after the things that you want. Like, you don't have to wait until you're 18 and out of the house to start looking for your dreams. Like, that's not how that works.
Find what you love and make it a business.
Exactly. Whatever your passion is, I always say your passion should get you paid. Your passion should get you paid.
She making her bracelets right now and selling them in school.
See? That's where it starts. It starts with, and then it may not always be bracelets, but you have to instill that entrepreneur ideas into your children so that they understand that that's an option. That our parents' generation, the generations ahead of them came from we got to go to school, we have to go to college and get a degree and all of this money for something that we really don't want to do, because half the time in your 20s, that's when you really find out what you want to do in life. And now you've spent 4 or 5 years in school forcing yourself to do something that you really didn't want to do because you didn't know yourself yet.
I like it now that they have more hands-on training schools.
Oh, yes. Because, trade schools and like Job Corps and those kinds of...
Shout out to Job Corps.
Those things. I always feel like you have to learn a trade. You have to do something with your hands, which is part of the reason why I started making jewelry, because you have to have something that you're creating. Something that is your own, like something that's going to keep you occupied. Like you always have to have a hobby.
That's like me. I went to Job Corps for business technology, and I did not want to do that shit. I wanted to do facility maintenance. I wanted to learn how to build shit.
And here you are building a business. That's how that works. That's how things like that work. Another person that I wanted to talk about, her name is Dr. Shirley Jackson. Why did I say it like that? Dr. Shirley Jackson. She is the first to lead a top-ranked medical research university. I didn't even look at what university it was, but she is an African-American woman, was the first to lead a top-ranked research university. So back to sciences. Like, this is someone who is top or lead in that area that some of us don't even know exist. Like, you have to expose yourself to all of the options, because how do you know what you love to do if you've always been doing the same thing? Right. Like, you can say, I love to do this all day long, but if you've never tried anything else, you don't know what love is for real. And that goes for a lot of other areas in your life. But we ain't talking about that today. The next person that I wanted to shout out is actually, her name is Imani Barbarina. And she is an African-American woman who's actually from Philadelphia. And she is an activist and a writer. And, she does a lot of speaking for the disabled, because she's been disabled since birth. So follow her on Instagram. I think it's clutch_spice is her Instagram. But I had to shout her out because her name is Imani, obviously. Right. And she's doing things like Imani should. Right. If you carry a name of faith, like, you need to be doing some sort of faith work. That's how I feel. I mean, that may not be true to some people, but to me, I feel like that's true. If you carry a name with weight, you wear that name with pride. Do something with it. Make it mean something. Make it mean something. So those are my 3 women that I feel like should definitely be celebrated, especially someone who is from our hometown. Always. We always want to show love from the city, because you have to show support in your community first and foremost if you want to do anything different to the world.
So I just got one person. And then I'm going to shout out.
Yeah.
So, Simone Biles. She's a 24-year-old. She does gymnastics, and she made the history at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics, becoming the most accomplished American gymnast in history with 7 medals and four golds.
Is that the same gymnast who stepped down? I think it was last year, and it was a lot going on Instagram about her, because I think she stepped down because she was concerned about her mental health. And she went on to say how, your mental health is important. And even though she was going to be going for the gold, like, she gave her other teammates an opportunity to win that award because she wasn't going to be there. And she was just like, she had so much going on at home, and so much. She's like, really spoke out, like, your mental health is important. And even me being who I am, a public figure, I'm still stressed. Right. Like, it's okay to be stressed, especially when you're in a public light. People expect so much of individuals that they don't know. And if this person died tomorrow, that's not even going to affect your life. But when they step down, you're upset, or you're bashing them because you're calling them weak, or whatever the case is, because they didn't do what you expected of them. Like, who are you to expect anything from anybody else? Right. Only person you should expect shit of is yourself. Like, that's it. And so she definitely spoke on her mental health and how that's important. And, of course, people who understand are going to support. And I feel like that was the right thing for her to do in that situation. But I do believe that's who that is.
So then we're just going to give a shout out to some of the women at Glockwear that we know.
All of our Black history women. Black women. Fuck it, just go ahead.
Let's go to do. Oh. Do the Black one first. So shout out to Sunny. We love you and we miss you. Shout out to Paulie. Shout out to Spanish Fly. Shout out to LC. Shout out to Sister Talia.
All right, so it's Women's History Month, not Black Women's History Month. Yeah. I fucked that up. And so we're shouting out all of the women, not just the Black women.
Shout out to Rose. And shout out to Missy. And shout out to every woman that's on Glockwear that does a show on here. Because I don't watch everybody's show. I know a lot of people do a lot of motivational speaking and stuff on Glockwear, so shout out to all of y'all that's doing what y'all do out there and making it happen for y'all. Anything you want to say?
I mean, shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to my sis for holding the show down with me because it is Women's History Month. And I think that we have definitely opened the door and are going to continue to open doors and, you know, make changes in the community. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you, too, kid. I'm really excited about the things that we have in play and the things that we have coming up. It's getting warm, so y'all can get ready to see some of us out of here. Don't get me wrong, like I love my Glock Glow. You can't get it anywhere but at the G Shop. So that's something that you need to do.
Every Monday.
However, we got to get out of here and start talking to the people and actually connecting because that is the purpose. Like, yes, you hearing us and yes, you seeing us is a great thing, but other people have to be exposed to the information that we that we have, and we want to share that with everybody. So y'all make sure y'all tuning in.
Because we got a lot of stuff too.
Make sure y'all tuning in because there's a lot of things getting ready to pop up.
And shit. Like, we got a lot of
I know. I told
happening.
You, research and developer.
Research
and developer. Y'all only see us once a week. Like she got 6 days to do all kinds of shit, all kinds of things. Like y'all don't know. I'm not. We got some upcoming events happening. And I did say that the Operation 215 starts at 5 p.m. and that's going to be at 1122 on 2126 East Tioga on March the 12th. Also, tonight, Ricky Dallas is going to be at Glockwear Radio. Okay? Tonight, from 4 to 7. 4 to 7.
Rich Dallas.
Yes, it's going to be a model call, and he's looking for models for his new reality show. So that's happening tonight here. And then Glockwear is going to be at Make a Bag Monday, Bucks Rack City tonight. That's going to be from 8 to 2. Glockwear is going to have performances from Inez, Spanish Fly, Sipping with Sammy, Kravitz. All of them going to be there. It's going to be a lot of other people there, too. Toucan was giving me the list. I'm like, Toucan, I can't even write this fast. And he was walking away. I think he was being funny. He was like walking, just saying more names. I was like, all right, everybody going to be there. Glockwear going to be in the building tonight at Make a Bag Monday. That's all you need to know. Make sure you be there.
On a Monday.
City, on a Monday. All this lit shit happening on a Monday.
You got Monday.
Us in the morning getting y'all pumped because by the time y'all get off of here, it's 12 o'clock. It's noon. So it's time for you to start your day. You got your motivation. We got some good music. Now you know what y'all need to do for tonight. Y'all got all kinds of things to do tonight. Make sure y'all wrote that stuff down. If you didn't know, you got to write it down. You see, we write everything down.
Notes.
It's the 5 P's, but y'all going to hear that in a minute.
Is that all the stuff you read?
Nope. I got one more event coming up because Authentic Feelosopies is going to be at the Philly Potential Threats Basketball Media Day. Okay? That is going to be on March the 10th. That is this Thursday from 7 to 9 at 6600 Bustleton Avenue. And refreshments will be served. That was also on the flyer. I'll let you know.
Oh, yay.
So there will be other podcast hosts there who are going to be interviewing the basketball players and trying to give them a taste of what it's like to be on the podium when you in the light.
Sipping with Sammy's gonna be there.
Sipping with Sammy gonna be there.
Yeah,
See,
so-
it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be a real lit situation. Make sure y'all there. Make sure y'all there. What you
I
got?
seen a flyer that was outside. It says Philly Truce Day. And it's a culture carnival. And it says the day that changed Philly for good. It's Saturday, May 7th, noon to 8 p.m. at Lighthouse Field, which is 101 East Erie Avenue, 1934. To find out more information, you can go to philliestruthday.com.
Okay. May the 7th. Let's give y'all enough time to plan for that because that
It's
seems
on
like
a
something that we
Saturday.
definitely would like to do and partake in. Definitely. Well, I have my quote for today, and it says, excuse me, failure is an important part of your growth and developing resilience. Don't be afraid to fail. Okay? So, failure is an important part of your growth and developing resilience. Don't be afraid to fail. There is nothing that you have to, and that is Michelle Obama. So shout out to Michelle Obama. But there's nothing that you can't put your mind to that even if you go after it and you fail, like you get a couple of scrapes, you get up, you do it again. You fall, you get up, you do it again. As long as you're not dead, as long as you have breath in your body, that means that you can continue to do whatever you want to do.
But when you do it again, do something different. Don't do the same thing over.
That's a key point.
Again. But some people don't know that.
It's like
So
that's
you have
that's
to
a
explain
key point.
it to some
so
people.
That's yes.
Don't do the same shit over again.
Don't do the same thing again. I'm saying when you do it again,
change something.
Learn from that previous mistake. That's what life is about. Life is about learning from those mistakes. That's why you can't judge. That's why you can't compare yourself to the next person because you don't know what someone else is going, what someone else has going on at all at any time. So make sure that whatever you want to do, even if you know you might fail, you might fall, that it's gonna be okay. Because tomorrow
Wipe
was a
that
new
shit
day.
off.
Tomorrow is a new day, and you'll be able to do whatever you want tomorrow. Yo, it's been a lit show. I'm not gonna lie. I'm out in a good mood today. Good show.
Good show.
We about to get out of here. We got like 10 minutes left. You got your weather for the day?
Yeah,
You
I
ready?
got the weather. I'm ready. So right now, it's hot as shit outside.
Man, listen, you see how to
That
take
bitch
my
is
hoodie
hot.
off? Like,
it's don't black out phone. It's 73 degrees with a high of 75. In a couple, in like 2 hours or 2 o'clock, it's gonna be 75 shit. And then, it's going to be a low of 50. And sunset's at 5:58. And then it's gonna rain at 6 o'clock.
She sounds surprised. This is the first time she's looking at the weather.
Yeah, this is the first time I'm looking at the weather. I'm like, damn, you just fucked my whole nice day up and shit.
I thought I was.
It say 40%, 90% chance of rain. All right, so it's gonna rain at 6 o'clock to like 9 o'clock. So get your umbrellas.
Be prepared for the rain.
And for the rest of the week, it's gonna be 52 tomorrow. That's weird. And then it's gonna be snowing on Wednesday, and it's gonna be 39.
I knew it was gonna snow again
And
before
then
this was
gonna be
over.
50 on Thursday. Friday is gonna be 55.
Oh.
And then Saturday is gonna be raining, a 90% chance of rain, and it's gonna be 57 degrees. We just get one hot day and said fuck you, and then Sunday is gonna be 41, and then Monday is gonna be 57. But I told y'all that it was gonna be like that last week, and it's 70. So
70.
We'll see again.
We'll see. This weather is very bipolar. It's all over the place. But I also said I knew it was gonna snow again before we was into the clear. I knew it.
It's like we just get.
I knew it. It's too good to be true. It's gonna get snow in
One
March.
day.
Who gets snow in March?
One day. Oh, goodness. Y'all better live it up today.
Today. Enjoy the weather today. Don't get pneumonia though. Don't get pneumonia.
Yeah,
Make
still
sure you
wear your
still wear
jackets
your
and
jackets
shit.
and stuff. It's not summer. It's not. It just feels like it's
Someone
a little
wanted to put on shorts
warm
today.
outside. Did who? You?
No, not
Oh.
me.
Like who? You want to put on shorts today? I still look like I got on my winter gear.
I said, oh, tight.
No, yeah, it's a tight kind of day.
Yeah.
It was a good show. We about to get out of here. Make sure y'all tune in to all of the events that are happening and making sure y'all tune into the show. Make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you follow me at Walk with Imani on Instagram and her at LouchieTotes.
Make sure y'all cop this merch.
Fly boy merch. Shit. Fly team shit. Pieces of Imani.
Keep saying walk.
I know. It's all I got all these different names. Imani is the brand. So Imani is going to be in anything. The Pieces of Imani, Walk with Imani. It's different. Like the speeches, the perch, blah, 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 blah. All this stuff. And your LouchieTotes, of course. Always. We're going to get out of here. Me, Imani, reminding you to walk through your day with the 3 C's. Courage, connection, and compassion.
And me, Lucci, stay on your 5 P's. Preparation prevents poor performance.
Duke, you can take us out with some music. Shout out to Toucan.
Ouch.
So who knows? I just might unlock life secrets.